The state of Minnesota and the Twin Cities are suing to halt the Trump administration's widespread immigration crackdown there. The lawsuit, filed Monday, argues the operation violates the 10th Amendment by unlawfully commandeering state resources, interfering with the state's authority to govern, and disregarding local laws. The legal fight comes amid continued protests, including student-planned walkouts Monday after Renee Good, an ODU graduate, was fatally shot by an immigration agent last week. Now, questions about legal authority and individual rights are growing. Danny Spiwa at our Minneapolis sister station has more.
Even before this latest surge in federal agents, ICE had been increasingly spotted across the Twin Cities in recent months, operating near busy streets, businesses, and neighborhoods.
What your rights are will depend on the context in which you encounter ICE.
Anna Patratz-Acosta is a visiting University of Minnesota law professor. To search a home, ICE needs a judicial warrant signed by a judge or your permission to enter. Otherwise, you can refuse them entry. For businesses, ICE needs a judicial warrant or permission for full access to the property. But in spaces that are generally open to the public, there's more of a gray area and you have fewer options to push back.
Like in a grocery store, going into the grocery store, that would be viewed as sort of like a public space, similar to like being outside. However, spaces that are private or like only employees are allowed in that space, you would need a judicial warrant.
In public spaces, ICE often uses what's known as an administrative warrant, which isn't signed by a judge.
Issued by the agency itself, in which they believe that the person is deportable.
Retired FBI Special Agent Michael Harrigan says these operations often occur out in the open. That means visible to the public.
Which might be the genesis of some of the protests you see, because they can be seen when they're making custody on the street, and individuals that don't agree with that protest at that point.
Danny Spiwa, KARE 11 News.